potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your investigation?
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
A relic from the Cinder City? So Ochkon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now? Neither phlogiston wings nor a kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
You know what?
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? But now, it's flowing freely.
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind current.
And then we just ride it up into the sky!
Yes, it has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree that it's feasible.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can explain how to block the spouts. Chaska, if anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
Isn't bad-mouthing the kukusaurs going a step too far?
Goodness me, that is a very bold idea.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the spouts?
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. But I'm guessing that's not what you want to hear. Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it highly damage resistant. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So, what happens if we do strike them all at once?
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top of the spout and block it up.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout! Let's fly!
Open fire!
Take me up!
It actually worked! But wait,
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following us this whole time.
wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Well,
Whoa, you didn't even have to summon her!
yes, up there. That's probably where Chime is. All right, let's go have a little talk with this T'Pol. Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned. I should be able to figure it out with T'Pol's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY from fixing up my guns when they're having issues. That should just about do it. Now all it needs is a nice hard kick.
Maybe that works on your guns, but... Huh? We're really moving! Here it is! The workshop in the sky! Oh, you gotta see it to believe it. Makes you wonder why T'Pol even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech like this.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Those can't be mass-produced. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like T'Pol who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself, right? Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass-produce them? But this...
With any luck, we'll find the answers in his workshop.
Why won't it fly away like the others? Is it...
She's still breathing, but by the looks of it, T'Pol was using these cages to extract phlogiston from the Kukasaurs. Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. Let me see. Looks like a record of his phlogiston research. Log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention: the phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon I will achieve my dreams. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new smaller model phlogiston wings. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. Log number 114. Ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. It was a success. Log number 117. Log number 121.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway through?
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid. Grab the notebook and let's press on. Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
Giddy up!
Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot. Let's fly!
What are they doing here?
It's T'Pol's henchmen. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out! Locked on! Bullseye! Again! Bring it! Let's fly!
Hey, look here! More of T'Pol's...
Log number 403. Introduced me to some new comrades who fully support my idea. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the skies. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put in place to even the playing field between the strong and the weak. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud of me.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. If only it were possible. We could respond faster. And so many tragedies could be prevented. But T'Pol, what about the Saurians you're draining dry of phlogiston? You're not sharing the sky. You're stealing it. Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I don't think we'll find anything else here.
All right.
Take me up! Yeah. Let's fly! I can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source. Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby.
Let's search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime, we'll double back.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
All right.
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot fall at the last hurdle. Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined phlogiston. It's certainly feasible, but anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, log number 443, we will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number 0. We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, lovers, and children. But we cannot stop now. We will keep their legacy alive and carry their dreams forward. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction from live Kukasaurs. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. Their true worth lies in their sacrifice for the sake of human progress. To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it. All this we do to create a world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. My best bet is to send this letter to the Flower Feather clan. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past, but he is still your father. Won't you come and visit him? Please. I know you never liked him and cared even less for me, but we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back. This may be the last chance you'll get to see your father.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh.
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, and how he got his hands on a relic from the Cinder City, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody, but his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family. with another traveler who was also looking to return home. And I went back to the Flower Feather clan. Alone.
Opa?
I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child still harbored dreams of the skies. Can you imagine, Chaska? Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukusaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to talk. Isn't that your preferred way to resolve things? I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings forever grounded and gathering dust?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. The phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukusaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. They will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukusaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the skies. But this I had not anticipated.
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods. You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated everyone in the Flower Feather clan as my own children, as fellow humans.
Hey, quit the quips! This is serious!
Ulpa, now... How many times peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days? And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
How did someone like her ever become a writer?
It's all about survival of the fittest for them.
You're wrong, Ulpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild Kukusaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
Well, that's too bad. And the others? To us, they're friends.
Is that right?
Ulpa!
Careful! Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extraction cages!
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them, our strongest warrior and our most powerful ally aren't there to stop it.
Take control? What are you planning to do with Mutota and his supporters?
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not the move I wish to make, but I'm afraid you and your friends force my hand. And since you insist on imposing me too, I have no choice but to keep you here until the dust has settled.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never intended to negotiate. You just wanted to stall us.
No, Chaska. I genuinely hoped I could win you over. You are the strongest warriors we have, Put down your weapons. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. As long as the majority supports our vision, even the Pyro Archon cannot meddle in our internal affairs.
Your vision is deranged.
You sure about that?
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota's in grave danger!
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages, now!
She's still holding Chime hostage.
Koya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down. Drop your weapons, now! This instant! Ah! Ah! No! The relic!
Take me up! Open fire! Don't give up, Alpa!
Smash
We're
the
negotiating,
scorch!
not-
Which will it be?
Hey, something's up with this relic! No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic!
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. If we don't think of something fast, this whole workshop is gonna fall apart.
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Okay. It's too powerful. This ain't a toy like last time. I don't think I can just throw it aside. But we... Koya, remember when we were kids? Come on, let's take this thing high up into the sky. Don't worry, I know I can get rid of it before it explodes. All I need is for you to catch me at the end. I can't hold it back anymore. We have to go!
Don't be insane!
Alpa! What are you...
You're a fool, Chaska! Why would you choose such a risky solution? We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild Saurian!
I'm the fool.
Sure, it may be asking too much for an ex-wingless to escape the blast radius in time, but I can fly it a safe distance away, even if it's the last thing I do. Here, this should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Koya, are you hurt? Let me take a look at you. What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back? Why did you try to shield me from the blast? Accident? Yeah, right.
Chaska, Koya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it mildly. I owe you one. Again. Oh, but be honest. Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form bonds?
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. I'll find a way. You don't need to worry about it. I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me. Just this once.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to define what strength means. So it looks like it's my turn to yield.
Koya! Koya! So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was old injuries playing up, compounded by overexertion in recent days. The moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress finally caught up with her. And no wonder. Honestly, she's just like you. Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Nightwind, just to scold me for not doing enough to keep an eye on you. If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and chew us both out in person.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her. I promise.
You'd better. No.
Got it. Got it. Huh? Koya, you're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. For all her she must have been a handful growing up. And of course, thank you for keeping her safe when you were up there in the sky.
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with Chaska ever again.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone, did they?
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koyer and Junan. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt didn't really get off the ground, and as it turns out, not all of the wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston powered gizmos. I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact, and repurposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison.
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're up.
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? Koya, I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down back then. Huh? Does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day... Huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Oh, it's Chime and Chimpu. They're here too. I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Be prepared and stay safe.
None of this will go to waste. Huh?